Ayan, so nagre-record na yung ating screen. Ayan, so lahat ba nandito nakapag-submit ng performance task number 1? Okay, so parang lahat nga dito nakapag-submit ng performance task number 1. So inopen ko kanina yung Google Forms and there are 47 links there that are submitted on the Google Form. So there are 47 students who submitted their performance task number 1. So I already closed the link. Yan. So pasensyahan na lang sa mga hindi nakaabot sa performance task number 1. But I have good news for you. So stay tuned until the end of this presentation because I will be discussing the good news with you. Okay, so I think we can now start our discussion. So ready na ba kayong makinig?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay na, ready na? Okay, sige. Okay, so let me just share my screen. Ayan, so okay na ba? Maayos ba nakikita yung screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I mentioned earlier about your performance task number 1. So ano bang ginawa ninyo sa performance task number 1? Can someone mention or briefly discuss it? Ano mga ginawa ninyo sa performance task number 1?
Sir, paggawa po ng website.
Okay, thank you, Hailey. So, you created a website. So, yun ang naging focus natin sa performance task number 1. And actually, while checking your performance task number 1, that's the thing that I have considered. Yung creation, hindi pa ako nag-focus doon sa mga layout, doon sa kagandahan ng design, ganun, ng content, ganun. So, in performance task number 2, I will be focusing on that already. The designs, the layout, and everything. Okay, so as you can see, our discussion for today is about the web development using Google Sites. So from Module 1, you have created your Google Sites, and now in Module 2, you are going to develop it. So that's why I mentioned earlier that you can open already your Google Sites on another tab. Okay, so that while discussing, you can now customize your website. While discussing, you can now customize your website so that at the end of this presentation, you have now the idea on how to develop your website. And then after developing that website, you can now submit your performance test number 2. Okay, so that's basically it. Okay, so here are our objectives for today's lesson. So for number 1, we are going to add content to your site. In Module 1, you have already learned how to add contents. However, you only learned how to add contents by inserting sections. Okay, so I'll be presenting later on how you can add more content to your website and how you can customize it more. Okay, so number 2, I will teach you how to edit text sections again because sections are very important, right? And then also images. And then you will also learn how to add a banner, a logo. Though I have seen already an outputs already that have a logo. And you will also learn how to add content from another website. So that's called embedding. I will introduce it to you later on in our discussion. So number 4, I will also teach you how to move and resize your content. So that your designs, so that your website has a good design, so that you can customize it more. Okay, so for number 5, you can at least describe what a good web page design is. So bear in mind that this is just an introduction. So website design or website development is a broad discipline like teaching. So if you want to learn more about website development or website design, you will be taking courses. You will be engaging in experiences. That is the uh, area of website design or web page development. So, what we are discussing now is just an introduction of website development through Google Sites. Okay, so in this activity, I want you to go to slido.com. So type in another tab, slido.com, and then enter the code 357729. And there, please answer this question. What word comes into your mind when you hear the term website? So just one word. Okay, so slido.com, type that on another tab. Okay, so information, correct? So anything that comes to your mind, resourceful, okay? What other words comes into your mind? So when someone mentions to you website, what are the things that comes to your mind? Website is blah 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 blah. Website is ganito, ganyan. So what things? So informative, yes. Yan. So ano pa? Ano pa? What words?
Sir, internet.
Internet. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Contents, yes. Images. Okay. Social media, yes, correct. Yeah, so you see, every day we are using websites. So someone mentioned social media, and social media, Facebook is another example of website. Education, of course. When you have to research, uh, you will open a website. Oh, information, yes. Yeah, so that's basically it. So most of you answered information. And yes, when we talk about website, we are talking about information, we're talking about research, social media, contents, images, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's basically the simple the simple description of website. So let us explore a website. So while exploring or visiting a website, please take note of the following. While I explore a website or while I show you a website. So please take note of the goal or purpose of the website. Okay, and then number two, take note also of the contents available in a website, and also how the content is structured or arranged. So please observe that. Okay, so I'll be opening a website. So can you see now the website that I have opened? What is the name of the website that I have opened? If you can see it.
Okay.
Photoshop tutorials.
Photoshop. Okay. Photoshop tutorials. So basically in this website, you can see that there is a logo of Adobe there. So on that image or that logo, we can now say that this is an official page from Adobe, or this is developed by Adobe. So in the top portion, we have the different options that are offered by Adobe. So what do you think is the main content of this website. So please go back to slido.com. Okay, and answer this question. What do you think is the purpose of goal of the website at first glance? Editing, okay. Tutorials about Photoshop, correct. So you see, the purpose of the page is can be seen immediately because of the headline. And so you can see that there is a big headline here that says Photoshop tutorials, and that says a lot about the goal of this website, right? So on your website, you can create a big banner, like this, so that those who will visit your website can immediately see or know what is the purpose of this website. So is this website has what I need? Is this website has the goal that I need? So will this website provide the contents that I want? Okay, so that's basically it. Okay, so it's about the tutorials about Photoshop. It's about editing. It's about teaching you how to use Photoshop. So second question. As you can observe, what are the main contents of the website? So let's go back to the website. Okay, so let's say here, create anything you can imagine. So may mga motto din. Okay, so it says here, learn the basics or refine your skills with tutorials designed to inspire. And then it says here, Photoshop Get Started course. So below this Photoshop Get Started course, what contents can you see? So what are these contents? And so there are different contents. Okay, so this is also on the lower part. So what are the main contents of the website? What do you think is the main content? Guides, edited photos, correct? So what contents actually can you expect from a tutorial website? What type of content? Okay, so it's actually videos. So if you open if you open or click one file, so there are videos in the website. So that's the main content of a website. Okay, so let's go on the third question. How are the contents of the website arranged or structured? Okay, so how do you think is the contents arranged? Because let's go back on the website. Okay, so observe the arrangement of the videos. How do you think are the contents arranged? So can you describe what you are seeing right now? So how are they designed, or how are the uh, layout on the page? Okay, so can you observe? Please observe the structure of the website, the arrangement. Okay, so how do you think are they arranged? Organize well, correct. I also agree with that. Well organized and by category, yes. Yes. It's very easy to find the tutorial that you want because of the organization of the tutorial videos in the website. Step by step, correct. Sino si Anonymous? Ayan. Step by step. So step by step is actually the arrangement of the or structure of the video. Okay, so if you open the videos, it's actually step by step. Okay, so now maybe you are now wondering why I asked about the three things. So I asked actually about the goals, the contents, and how is it organized. So sir, what is the importance of those things or those three things that you have asked? So how I will going to use the uh, concept of website structuring on my website in designing my website. So I have a video here. Okay, so about the website structure. So let's watch
So
it.
you're gonna design a website, but what content should you actually put on the page? What pages should you have on the website on today's episode? Stay tuned. Hey everybody, what's up? My name is Ron.
So can I ask if the video is playing well on your screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. So can you hear the audio or the video? Can you see the video well?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. Okay, so let's continue the video.
Sego, welcome back to the free web design course. So on a previous episode, we talked a little bit about wireframing and how to sketch out the content on your page, but we didn't touch upon a question we should actually ask yourself before you go ahead and wireframe and design your web, which is what kind of content we should even put there. What pages should we have on the website? And so today I want to talk about that. I want to share the process that I use when I'm working with my clients to build a website for them. So the first step is this. First, we need to understand what the website goals are, because everything that's on the page, everything that's on the website needs to help contribute for us to achieve the goals of the website. Now, usually a website will have some kind of a major goal, okay, something that we're going to track and something that can be like generating sales, getting leads, or some kind of
Okay, so based on the video, the first step basically on how to structure your website is to set a goal. So sa mga magsisimula pa lang ng kanilang website, please set a goal. What type of website do I have in mind that I want to create? Is it based on my on my interest or on the other people's needs? Okay, so that's very important. You have to set your goal. So for those who have already created their website or submitted already their website to me, review your goals. So are my goals that I already put in mind when I first created this website met when I inserted this content that I have right now? So are the contents that I have right now on my website in line with this goal? So if no, better revise your content. Okay, so that's basically your performance task number 2. You have to develop or edit your website. You have to improve it. Okay, so that's basically the step number 1. You have to set your goals. So that's very important.
kind of a high level goal like that. Show the new product that we have. That's kind of a high level goal. And we learn about these goals by interviewing our clients and sitting with them and trying to understand why they're updating or building their website and what their business needs from this website. However, that's kind of the high level goal. There's always other goals, which might be something like, getting trust building trust for our brand, or getting to hire team members. So there's always other tasks, and so that leads to having usually a lot of types of content in the website. So while we sit and brainstorm and try to understand what the first goals are, primary goals and secondary goals of the website, that's the first step. Then we take this kind of brainstorming that serves as kind of a compass to know that everything that we're going to put on the website is actually going to serve these goals. And the second step, when moving away from that, is start to list and brainstorm all the types of content that's going to help us support these goals. So, for example, if one of the primary goals is to sell a new product, then obviously we need to explain what that product is, what does it include, how is it better than competition, all these, and we're just brainstorming this and listing them out in kind of a list, okay? If we're going to build trust, maybe we want to talk about the management, maybe we want to talk about the history of the company, maybe we want to share who's on the team. So again, we're just listing out a lot of ideas. And that's a process that I'm doing together with clients. So initially when I go into the meeting, I would come with kind of ideas that I have on things that I think are pretty obvious that they should have on their website. But I'm putting this out as a suggestion, and then I'm brainstorming together with them, and based on the goals that they suggested, should we have this, or what else should we have, or should we not have? There are other types of content, such as maybe blog or newsletter or news section in the website that are really, they're kind of dependent on how the company wants to use the website and what kind of marketing are they doing. So all these things need to be considered, and we're compiling this list into a big list of.
So our first step is to set a goal. So the second step is actually brainstorming. So like the video had mentioned, you have to brainstorm all of the content that you can insert inside a website. So if you will create a website about yourself, so you are going to list maybe on a paper or on a board or on your computer, anything that that you can write your ideas. So you are going to brainstorm what type of content do you want to add on your website. So for example, if you want to create a website about yourself, so what things that I have that I want to create, that I want to share on my website about myself. Okay, so if you want to share about your childhood, then what type of content do you want to share? So you have to share your childhood photos, maybe your memories. You can also share some relevant experiences that you can remember during your childhood. So that's one page already, your childhood. Or so another example is that if you want to share about your interests, so you can create another page for your interests. So under interest, what type of content do I want to put? Okay, so maybe you can put a video of yourself by doing the things that you love, or maybe you can insert different links or photos that showcases what interests me. So that's basically shows your interest. So that's basically how you list contents. You have to brainstorm them before you place them on your website. So those who have already created their website, you can actually edit your website. So hindi pa naman yun yung permanent. So you can edit it pa para mas gumanda yung website ninyo. Okay, so let's continue the video.
Content types that should be on the website. So that's basically step number 2. Step number 3 is starting to organize this content in a way that makes sense. So I want to share with you here, this is an example from a client work that I did recently. And here we basically took all the lists of the bullet points that we have, and we kind of broke it down into pages based on how it makes sense to structure these topics together. There's actually a very useful exercise that you can do with your clients that is called card sorting. And basically what that means is you basically take a lot of sticky notes and you write all these bullet points that you wrote down in step number two together, and then you're starting to arrange them and see what kind of content would go together. So obviously when you have something like team and vision and the story of the company, usually you can put them all together inside of a page that's going to be the about page. If you have multiple product, then you can put them all together under a page that is called product. So this is kind of a playful exercise that you can do together with your clients to generate what we call actually a sitemap. And this is
Hello? Nag-echo daw po ba yung video?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So parang nagdo-double-double siya. Okay, so replay ko yung video Okay, so baka pag full screen na siya, nag-echo.
kind of a basic layout as you
So
can
how
see
about
here
this?
that you can do
Nag-echo pa
with
ba?
you don't even have to be use a design software. Here you can
Yes,
see
sir.
Nag-echo talaga siya?
Yes, sir, pag naka-mic ko kayo.
Okay. Okay, correct. Ayun, thank you. So try kong patayin yung mic ko. So ang nag-echo yung mic ko mismo, hindi yung video?
Opo.
Okay. Ayan, so ngayon, nag-echo pa ba? Hindi na, malinaw na. Hello? Nag-echo pa ba?
Sir, hindi po naka-play yung video.
Ang tinatanong ko yung mic ko, pero yung video okay naman. Okay naman yung video, rinig naman.
Opo, sir.
Okay, sige. So i-off ko na lang yung mic ko. Okay, so focus muna tayo sa video, malapit na matapos.
I'm using Keynote, which is the presentation software that I use when I'm working with my clients. But this is kind of an overview of the structure of the website. And by the way, this is actually how Google also sees your website, because they're actually seeing what kind of pages you have and what section you have in your website. And so having this kind of a logic and a sitemap is a good idea to have before you're starting to break it down into actual design. Okay.
So let me just emphasize this part because this part can help you so much in developing your website. So our first step is to set your goal. The second step is to list your contents. And now the third step is to organize your contents. So, sir, how am I going to organize my content, sir? I don't know much about website design. I don't know much about website development. So what you see now in the video is actually a very simple strategy on how to plan for your website or structure your website. So as you can see here, these are the pages inside the website. So the website is on the side of website kickoff. So that's the name of the website name. So here are the pages of that website. So there is a page dedicated for there's a home page that has the different content. So there are overview. Okay, so there is also how it works, what it does. So there are the design, production, service, and the benefits about, and then the contact. So there's also a separate page about the solutions. Okay, and then a separate page for the UCA. So or about page. So in this sitemap, so like the video called that one, sitemap. So in the sitemap, you can already see how many pages that does the website has. So there are 4 pages in the website, and then each pages has the content, which are also bulleted below it. Okay, so that's actually a strategy that you can use before you finalize your website. Okay, so pwede ninyong gamitin ito. So pwede kayo magpatulong sa akin kung gusto ninyo. Tawag kayo sa Messenger. Yan, basta wala tayong masyadong ginagawa. Pwede ko kayong tulungan to ayusin yung ganyan yung structure ninyo. Kung may gusto akong i-suggest, ganyan. So pwede nyo i-send sa akin. Okay, so kung nakagawa na kayo ng ganito, pwede nyo na i-finalize yung website ninyo. Pwede nyo na siyang i-develop. Okay, so let's go now to the hands-on session. So some reminders for the hands-on session. So for this session, you will be needing a computer. Okay, so I mentioned earlier that that Google Sites can be opened on your phone, but creating a website is very hard. Okay, so number 2, if you can follow the discussion, you can watch our recorded session later. So this session is recorded. Okay, so here are the following steps so that you can update and personalize your site. So we are talking earlier about website design and website structure. Sir, how am I going to apply the principle of the process of website structure if I don't know how to edit my Google site? So I'll be teaching you now how to edit your website so that you can apply the principles of organizing or deciding your content. Okay, so the first step or skill that I will be teaching you is how to add your content. Okay, so you can open Google sites.google.com. Ayan, so may mga gusto bang sumabay sa akin? Naka-open na ba yung mga website ninyo?
Sir.
Yan. So pwede nyo ninyong i-open na para while we are discussing, you can now develop or edit your website para makita niyo, ito pwede ko palang gawin to para gumanda yung website ko, ganun. So you can now open your websites. Pwede nyo ako sabayan. So if there are clarifications or questions, just open your mic, okay? And then say your question para maano natin agad, masagot natin agad habang nagdi-discuss tayo. Okay, so adding content to your site. So you have already learned how to add your content. So yung mga sinabit ninyong website, performance test number 1, have already content. But you learn how to do it by inserting sections. So you click the layout, so you selected a section like that one, and then you inserted a content there. So you use that way how to add your contents. So how am I going to add contents, sir, that are not structured? So I want to customize my content. I want to personalize my content. So can I only, sir, add a video only? Can I only add a text only? Can I add other contents other than images and videos? So the answer to all those questions is yes. Okay, so on the upper right portion, okay, in the top right corner, okay, so we have the insert tab. So click the insert tab. Say if you want to add a text box only below the header, for example, click text box. Okay, so basically what I want to put here is the description of my website. So I'll be typing, this website is created for G8 SSP students of Tayug National High School. So that's actually how to add a simple text box on your website. So mapapansin nyo, wala kayong sinunod na structure. So you don't need to follow this structure. You only have to, if you want to only add a text, a plain text, so you can select text box. Kasi hassle pa kung sections ang pipiliin ninyo, tapos sir, gusto ko text lang ang maiwan sa aking section. So magta-type ka dito ng text and then tatanggalin mo tong mga to, di ba, hassle. Okay, so kung text lang naman ang gusto nyong i-add, select text box. So another one, you can also add images. Okay, so same process, you can click images and then you have to select or upload. So actually, you can use this process, tong ginagawa ko para mabilis. So you don't have to download the images from Google and then upload each image. So you can, wait, balik lang ako. So insert, para gusto niyo mabilis, kukunin niyo agad sa Google at ipupunta niyo agad sa Google site. So ganito ang gagawin niyo. Click niyo insert and then click images and then select to. Select. Yan, that's redundant. Select. Okay, so instead of upload, you have to choose select for easier adding of images from Google. Okay, so I just have to directly search an image here. So for example, computers. So yeah, so after searching computer and the search tab, you can already see a lot of images that you can insert on your website. So for example, this one, I will select that image that I want to insert on my website. After selecting an image, you can click insert. Okay. So let's see. And so you can already see that there is an image here. Okay, so that image is editable. I will show you later how to edit the image, how to resize it, how to move it. Okay, so there are actually a lot of different options pa. Hindi lang yung text box and images. You can also embed a website, another website on your own website. Okay, so I want to show you these different options also. So we have the collapsible text, table of contents, image carousel. So there are actually a lot that you can insert on your Google site. So let's try this one, this collapsible text, because this is very helpful. So as you can see, collapsible text is actually a text that has a text under it. So for example, that's actually quarter one. So I put quarter one there. And then description of quarter one. Each quarter discusses the different ICT devices. Okay. Ayan. So ganito siya lalabas sa website ninyo after ninyo ma-publish. So it will only show the quarter one, but if you click that arrow, ayan, maglalabas yung text sa baba niya. So that is very helpful if you want to organize your content, such as hindi siya messy tignan o hindi siya nakakalulang tignan. Kasi pag if you have a lot of text on your website, diba nakakalula siya, hindi siya magandang tignan. So you can use collapsible text to organize your the text inside your website. So also I want to show you this one, this image carousel. So I observe that many of you have inserted a lot of images on your website. So actually, if you want to organize those images so that hindi siya magulo, hindi siya kalat-kalat, you can actually put them like a slideshow on your website. So how will we do it? So for example, to add a image carousel, you have only to click the image carousel and then click this button, add image. And then you can also upload your image. But in this session, I will click the select image for easier demonstration. Okay, so ano ba yung mga diniscuss natin ng quarter 1? Magbigay nga kayo ng mga diniscuss natin ng quarter 1. If you can still remember. Ano yung mga device na diniscuss natin?
Text.
Sino yun? Paki ulit.
Sir, yung collapsible text po.
Ano?
Yung collapsible text po.
O bakit? What about the collapsible text? May tanong ka ba doon, Hailey?
Wala po pala, sir.
Okay. Sige, ang pinapakita ko sa inyo ngayon kung paano gumawa ng image carousel. So, di ba napakarami ninyong photos na in-insert sa inyong Google site. So, ang sinasuggest ko ngayon na gawin niyo is gawin niyo na lang siyang parang slideshow. So, parang may isang image doon and then may pipindutin doon yung visitor ng website. Pag pinindot niya yun, lalabas ulit yung pangalawang image and then so on and so forth. So, demo ko. So, ano ba yung mga diniscuss natin ng quarter 1? So, projector. Tama ba? Diba diniscuss natin yan? Ayan. So, kunyari, isa-select ko tong image nito. And then insert. Ayan, that's the first image that will appear on the carousel. So, ano pa ba? Yung mga diniscuss natin. So, we also have camera. Correct? And then, isa pa. Ano pa ba yung mga diniscuss natin?
Sir, webcams.
Webcam, correct. Ayun. Kalimutan ko si webcam dahil wala akong webcam. Webcam. Yan. Ito. Social na webcam. Ayan. So, kapag tapos na ninyong may add yung mga images na gusto niyo mag-appear sa image carousel niyo, you can now click insert. Okay, so take note that your carousel or image carousel must have at least two images. Okay, so hindi siya pwedeng isa lang. So, kasi kung isa lang, bakit ka pa gumamit ng image carousel, right? Okay, so click insert. Ayan, so ganito yung labas niya. Wait. Ayan, so let's see. Let us see. Sir, paano ba yung paano ba yung itsura niya kapag kapag ipapublish ko na? Paano niyo yan makikita, sir? Anong lalabas sa inyo? Paano niyo makikita yan sa website namin? So let's see. So first, let us publish the site. So wait lang natin. Yan, so nakapublish na siya. Tingnan natin yung itsura niya kapag view publish site. Ayun. Yun ang pipiliin niyo kapag gusto niyo makita. So this is the current appearance of the website that I am creating right now, that I am demonstrating with you. Yan, so wait lang, medyo nagahang. Okay. So tignan natin yung image carousel. Yan. So this is actually the image carousel that we have created on our website. So let's see. So unang lumabas webcam and then pag click po ito next, yan, may lalabas na ganyan. Boom. May camera na. Ayan, di ba ang ayos? Ayan, maganda siya tignan. Hindi kagaya nung parang ibabalandra mo diyan lahat ng images, hindi siya magulo. So, that's one of my suggestion on how you can develop your website. So, kung nakalimutan niyo kung paano gawin, you can go back to this the recorded version of our session. So, let's go back. So that's actually the most essential that I can teach with you when it comes to inserting content. So yun mga suggestion ko kung paano ninyo mapapaganda yung website ninyo. So we have the collapsible text. We also have the image carousel. So you can also explore about this, about the button. So button is actually very, very nice. Okay, so let's try creating a button. So for example, I want to create a button about Photoshop. And then okay, so in creating a button, you have to enter the name of the button. Ayan. So anong makikita nung visitor ng website mo kapag nakita niya yung button na yon? Anong lalabas sa text? So button, the name of the button is the Photoshop, and then anong mangyayari, saan siya mapupunta kapag pinindot niya yung link na yon, yung button na yon, rather. Okay, so pupunta siya sa tutorial videos kanina ng Photoshop. Okay, so let's see kung ano itsura niya. Click insert. So ganyan yung itsura niya. That's how it looks. And if the visitor of your website click on that button, he or she will be directed to the home page or the tutorial page of Adobe Photoshop. So that's very nice. It makes your website very interactive. So hindi lang siya stuck doon sa website na yun. So your website will also redirect the user to other websites that can help him or her with his purpose or her purpose on visiting your website. So so far may mga question ba kayo sa inserting contents? Because inserting contents is very important. Do you have any questions about inserting content? Hello?
Wala po.
Malinaw?
Yes, sir.
Ayan. So, sino yung mga ngayon yung mga yung mga naka-open yung Google site nila? Who among you have opened their Google site on a separate tab?
Sir.
Okay, so may nag-open?
Sir.
Okay, so nakikita nyo na ba kung paano nyo mapapaganda yung content ninyo? Ano yung mga pwede ninyong ma-add? Ayan, so we have the collapsible text, we have the image carousel, we also have the buttons. Ayan, so yung mga suggestion ko na i-add ninyo sa website ninyo para gumanda. Pero hindi ko naman kayo nare-require. Okay. So, kanya-kanyang diskartehan ko para mapaganda yung website. Kasi website niya yan eh. Okay, so let's go to the second step or skill. So the second one is to edit a text. So editing text is actually very easy. So how can I edit my text, sir? So alam niyo naman na siguro to dahil nakapag-edit na kayo ng mga website ninyo, nakapag-create na kayo. So actually in editing a text, there are options above the text box. So you can actually change the style of the text. So it can be normal or title. Then can also change that to heading. Okay? Ayan. So, para hindi niya ninyo manu-manuhin na i-bolden, ipalalakihin, ganun. So, you can automatically change the look of the text by changing the style. Small text. Ayan. So, yan. You can also change the font style. Okay. So, you can change, you can choose Arial. And so, experiment ninyo. And para gumanda yung yung ayan, so itong Georgia medyo siya, no? Medyo galante siya tingnan. Ay, medyo may makapakurba siya. And then you can also change the font size. Ayan. And then you can bolden it, you can italicize it, you can also underline it. So parang sa Microsoft Word. Ganun din. So ganun lang siya kasimple kung paano mag-edit ng text. Pwede na rin ninyo i-change yung alignment niya. Kasi I observe that many of you haven't changed the alignment of the text. Naka-align lahat sa left. So actually, you can change the alignment of the text. You can center it. Ayan. Yan. You can center it. So you see, changing the alignment or the look of the text can change so much about the look of your website. Okay. Okay, so you can explore the following options. Okay. So we are done with the adding contents. You have also learned how to edit your text. So let's see how you can edit your sections. Okay, so let's first create a section first. Insert, and then layouts, and then pili tayo. Okay, so we have here, yeah. So as you can observe, if you hover your mouse cursor to the sections, you can see different options. So the first option is section background. So you can edit the background of that section here. So you can choose between emphasis. There. You can also upload an image. Ayan, para gumanda siya. So you can upload or you can select image from Google. So ganun ulit yung gagawin ko para mabilis. Search. Then, kunyari quarter 1 ito. Section 2 ng quarter 1. So ang background niya, ICT devices. Okay, so I will search about ICT devices. So see to it also that the background image matches with the content of the section. Okay, for example, I will choose this one. Okay, so there. May background na yung aking section. Ayan, so as you can see, the section background automatically adjusted. So that's the beauty of Google site. You can add a background, and also the Google site automatically adjusts the section background for you, so that the text in the website will be more readable. For example, we put here quarter 1. Then this quarter introduces several ICT devices. Okay. So dito, pwede kayong insert ulit. Ayan. So, ganyan na siya. So, section background is actually distracting sometimes. Okay, so kung makikita niyo kung mapapansin niyo parang nagaano siya, no? Parang naglalaban yung picture dito at saka yung background. So, you can also choose the different section backgrounds. You can choose regular. Ayan, para may focus. And then yung emphasis. Ayan. So, I will not require you to use this section background. But if you want to do it, if you want to use it, then go. Use the section background. So, sir, paano yung mga ginawa kong text lang kanina? Hindi naman yung section, hindi ko naman ginawang section yun. So, actually, pwede bang palitan yun, sir, ng background? So, you can also change the background. This is actually considered a section already. If you inserted a text in image or anything, the button, that is actually considered a section, a separate section. So if you want to change the section of this one, so you can do so. So pindutin nyo lang tong parang palay dito. Okay. So that is how you can change your section background. So next one is to move or dragging your section. Sir, pag nag-add ba ako ng section, sir, hindi na siya mamove. So you can actually move that section. So how? So change lang natin yung background niya para. So you can change the order of your sections. So if you want this section to appear on the to appear first below the heading of your website, so you can click this button, yung maraming button dito, yung parang yung mga dots dyan. I-click niyo siya, click and hold, and then yan. Hold niyo and then drag niyo kung saan niyo gusto ipunta. And then boom, nandiyan na siya sa taas. So ganun lang siya kadali. So that's how you can organize your sections. So hindi nyo kailangan mag-delete and then mag-add ulit para maayos yung section niyo. So you can just order it or arrange it. So the third one is to duplicate a section. Sir, paano kung ganitong section din lang naman yung gusto kong gawin pero halos paulit-ulit din lang, babaguhin ko lang yung text, yung image. So, you can duplicate the section. So, parang rectangle dito na may parang pa-L. Ayan. So, click that to duplicate the section. And there, you have the section. So, for example, I will click quarter 2, quarter 23 naman na. Quarter 2, yeah. This quarter produces Adobe Photoshop. Ganyan. Tapos babaguhin nyo na lang yung image na nandito. Okay. So, the last one is to add a footer. Okay, so ano yung footer, sir? The footer appears on the bottom of your website, on all pages. So once you add a footer, okay, so to add a footer, go to the bottom part of your website and then click the footer. And then you can enter here the footer that you want. So for example, I want this text to appear on all pages of my website. So for example, this website is created only for students of Tayug National High School. Yan. So this text will now appear on the bottom of all your pages. So hindi yan matatanggal. So, sir, pag nag-add ba ako ng footer, sir, hindi na matatanggal. Sir, pwede pa. You can actually delete it. You can also duplicate it again, and then you can also change the background. Okay. Okay, so far, we have already discussed about the inserting contents to your website You have also learned how to edit text and sections. And now let's proceed to editing images. Yan. So it is very important na yung mga images nyo is hindi iba-iba ng size. Mas maganda kung parang ano siya, magkakasize siya halos. So for example, ito maganda ba itong tignan na may ganyan na mas malaki and then merong maliit dito. So that look pleasing to the eye. So for me, no. So pwede nating baguhin yung kanyang size. So to adjust the size or to resize an image, click the sides or corners and then click at drag lang. Ayan. Baba natin mo siyang ganyan. Ayan. Ganun lang siya. And so for example, ipapattern ko siya. Ayan. Magka-size na sila. Ayan. So that's actually how you can resize your images. Sir, how can I move this image? So to move an image, click the image and hold it there, and then drag it to the location that you want. Okay, yan, nandito na siya sa kilid. So pwede rin dito. Yan. Ayan, so ganun lang siya kasimple on how you can move the images. You can actually crop the image. Okay, crop. Ayan. Ayan, so ganito yung cropping niya. Precise siya, hindi siya yung dinadrag-drag yung ano. Tapos, click natin. There. Yan. Galing yung kung paano i-crop yung ating image. So, sir, how can I replace the image? So, let's try to replace this image. Yan, since hindi na siya patungkol sa quarter 2. So, to replace this image, click the image and then click the more editing options on top of the image. And then click replace image and then yan. So, for example, I want to change that.
Sir, hindi po nakikita yung ginagawa nyo po.
Okay. Ano yung nakikita?
Steps to update and personalize
Okay.
site po.
Sorry. Okay. Thank you for reminding me. Wait lang. Ayan. So, ulitin ko ano. Lang. Ayan. So, thank you. Thank you dun sa nag-remind. So, ito na nakikita na. Yung Google site ko.
Yes po, sir.
Okay. So, yung diniscuss ko, first is to resize an image. So, to resize an image, click nyo lang yung image na yon. And then, i-drag nyo yung mga sides niya, or mga corners niya. Ayan. Yan, i-drag-drag nyo lang. Ganun lang siya. Parang Microsoft Word lang din. Okay, so the second one is to move an image. So, how you can move it? So, just click the image and then hold. Then, you can now drag it to another location. There. So, the third one is to crop the image. So, you can crop it. Just click the image and then select crop option on top of the image. There, crop. Ayan, so ganyan siya. Yan, so ganito yung cropping niya. Baka malito kayo kasi yung cropping na traditional is dinadrag-drag yung sides. So ito kasi ang kagandahan naman ng cropping na to is equal yung lahat ng sides. Yan, equal siya. So pag re-resize ng image, dadrag yung corner and i-move yung image, click nyo yung image, i-drag nyo, ilipat nyo ng position, and then crop, yun lang. Pindutin nyo yung image and then click the option on top of the image. Click the crop option. And then the fourth one, ito na yung dinidiscuss ko kanina. How you can replace the image that is already on your website. So, hassle naman kung ganyan, i-select nyo, i-remove nyo, tatanggalin nyo siya. And then, mag-upload na naman kayo ng bago. So, you can actually replace immediately the image without deleting the image that is already on your website. So, click more editing options on top of the image. And then select replace image. Ayan, so piliin ko lang ulit yung select image. Ayan, para mabilis tayong makahanap ng picture. Ayan, so yung image kanina sa quarter 1 is yung mga bata na nag-tinker ng computer. So for quarter 2, ano ba yung diniscuss natin ng quarter 2? Adobe Photoshop. Ayan, so for example, pipili ako ng image. Narito. And then yun na. Nabago na siya ng image. Ganun lang mag-replace ng image. Click nyo, select more editing options on top of the image, and then replace image. So the fifth one is to adding an alt text. And then captions. Okay, so how to add a caption? So ito, pindutin nyo ulit yung more editing options on top of the image and then click add caption. Yan. So ito, so captions are actually the descriptions of the image that you have inserted on your website. So I will describe the image. So the products. And so there's a caption already. And so ganun lang. So you can also edit the style, the font style, the size. You can also bolden it. Yan. Okay, so yun lang. Yun yung mga options on how you can edit your images. Okay, so nasa na tayo? Nasa add a banner na tayo. So how you I teach you earlier how to add a footer. So the footer appears on the bottom of your website on all pages. So in opposite, banner appears on top of all your pages. So if there is an announcement on your website, you can use or you can add a banner. So how can you add a banner? So let's go back to the Google site. Okay, so on the top right corner, you can see the gear icon, which says settings. So click the settings. And then select announcement banner. There. So there's an option here. So of course, if we want to show a banner, we will click show banner. So you can also change the color of the banner. Yan, so announcement. Ayan, so ano ba gusto ko announcement dito? For example, I will announce something on our website. Kunyari website natin to. The end of June 25 marks the end of our activities in computer education 2. So, June 25 ba talaga, sir? Yes. Actually, June 25 plano ko doon na yung pinaka-last na activity natin. Okay, so ito, you can choose the visibility. So I mentioned earlier that the banner appears on all pages, but you can actually customize it so that the banner only appears on the home page. Yan, so for example, home page. Ayan, so pag okay na siya, let's see. Ayan. So, as you can see, there is a banner here, the announcement section. So, di ba kapag announcement kailangan, dapat nandun siya sa tuktok lagi ng website natin para pagbukas ng website, syempre, mababasa ka agad. Pero banners are not actually necessary for some websites. So, nasa sa inyo yan kung paano nyo i-design yung website niyo, kung gusto niyo magkaroon ng banner, kung gusto niyo magkaroon ng footer. So, you will be the one who will decide for that. So, we are done with the banner. So, how can we add a logo? Ayan. So, wala namang logo yung subject natin. So, mag-a-add lang ako, kunyari, logo. Select ulit. Ayan. For example, yung logo natin is ICT. So, ito, kunyari ito. ICT channel. Next natin, pag tapos na. Ayan na, nakikita na ba? Yung ano ko? So, ulitin ko lang. Delete ko muna. Hindi ata na-share yung tab ko kanina. So, to add a logo, go to the top of your website, click Add Logo. And then, select logo. But you can also upload a logo if you have one on your computer. And for example, ito yung gagamitin ko. There. May logo na tayo. So, ganun lang kung paano mag-add lang logo. So, if you want to edit your logo, you can do so. Okay, so, we are now on number 7. Add content from another website. So, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina na embedding. Embedding. So, pakita ko sa inyo kung paano mag-embed ng website. Or paano mag-insert ng website sa website ninyo. Okay, so click insert and then embed. Okay, so pili tayo ng website. So for example, ang pipiliin kong website is yung Adobe Photoshop. Ayan, so tinype ko siya doon sa URL. But you can also embed the code. Pero medyo ano na yan, komplikado na yan. Yan lang tayo. And then click insert. Ayan. Ayan. So, anong mangyayari dito, sir? Kapag click yan ng visitor ng website ninyo, yung tab na yan, mapupunta siya doon sa website ng Adobe Tutorials. So, parang may naka-endorse, may naka-advertise na website doon sa loob ng website ninyo. So, parang ganun yung labas niya. So, ganun lang sa pag-embed ng website. Pero take note that not all websites can be added on your site. So, yung ibang website kasi nire-restrict. Ayaw nilang magpa-embed. So, may lalabas doon na you cannot add these sites because of restriction settings. Mga ganun.
Sir, di po nakikita.
Okay. Yan, lagi ko nakakalimutan. Sige. Ulitin ko. Wait lang.
Opo.
Okay, so to embed a site or a website inside your website. So, yan. May website sa loob ng website ninyo. So, click insert and then click embed. Ayan. And so, pinakamadali, click by URL and then enter the URL here or copy-paste the URL here. Ayan. So, pinaste ko dito yung URL nung pinuntahan natin kanina. Photoshop Tutorials. And then, kung okay na, click insert. And then, yan. May lalabas na parang preview ng site. Okay, so what's the purpose of this? So kapag clinic to ng visitor ng website ninyo, mare-redirect siya doon sa page ng Adobe Photoshop. So ganun lang siya, parang may naka-endorso lang talaga na website doon sa loob ng website ninyo. Okay, so the last one is to move and resize content. So naturo ko naman na, 'di ba, kung paano mag-resize ng content. So hindi lang images yung pwede ninyong resize, ay i-move pala. Sorry. So pati yung mga text, yan. Ayan, so pwede ninyong ilipat-lipat yung mga text. So ito din, pwede rin yung i-move. Ayan, so merong mga ano din siya, may mga dot-dot din siya dito sa taas. Ayan, click niyo yan. Ayan. So ganun. Pwede rin siyang malipat-lipat lahat. So click and hold lang. Click and hold, click and hold. Ayan. Ayan, so ganun lang kung paano maglipat-lipat ng mga content. Ayan. So experiment nyo lang yun kung paano nyo aayusin yung website ninyo. Okay, so tapos na tayo. May 8 akong step or skills na tinuro sa inyo. So do you have any questions?
Wala po.
Wala na, okay naman. So wait lang, naglo-loading yung aking yan. So we are now done with the technical know-how on how you can update or personalize your Google site. Ayan, so so I want you to go back to slido.com and then let us have a short quiz. Ayan, so maikling quiz lang. So meron na tayong 3 na sumali. May 6 na. Sige lang, join lang kayo. Yan, so magstay lang kayo dyan sa slido.com. Dyan na rin kayo sasagot ng mabilisang quiz. Okay? Okay, so let's start now. Our mini quiz. Okay, so first question. Which of the following can be added as content on your site? So is it map, calendar, photo, or all of this? Okay, so time's up. So 76% have answered all of these. 24% answered photo. So ano kayong tamang sagot? So the correct answer is all of this. Ayan. Next question. It is a description of an image that appears when someone points to it. So is it title, is it alt text, or is it caption, or all of this? Ayan, so hati-hati siya. May title, may alt text, may captions. So actually, the correct answer is alt text. Hindi ko ito naturo kanina. Na-skip ko siguro. So alt text is something that you can add on your images so that when someone points to it, lalabas siya. So hindi siya katulad ng caption na nandun siya kaagad. So yung alt text, lalabas lang siya kapag pinoint ng user yung image. Yun. So that's the alt text. What does the embed option do in Google Sites? A. Content appears permanently. B. Adding content from another site. Hiding content from the homepage, or all of this. Okay, time's up. Okay, so what's the correct answer? So the correct answer is adding content from another website. So yung sinabi ko kanina, yung embed option, so parang nagpapasok ka lang ng ibang website doon sa website mo. Okay, next question. So the correct answer is both A and B. So pwede ninyong gamitin yun, 'di ba? Yung mga button, yung 10 dotted button na yun para i-move yung section or yung contents, o pwede rin ninyong gamitin yun para i-arrange. So basically parehas lang yung dalawa. Moving and arranging. So let's go to the next question. Okay. May sumagot ng false. Sino yun? Okay, so the correct answer is true. Ayan. So pwede kayong gumamit ng background photo dun sa section. Last question. Ayan. So actually, it is false. So I mentioned earlier na hindi naman kailangan meron. So kung wala talagang logo, wala talaga kayo ilalagay. Pero kung meron, yan, maglagay kayo ng logo. So we have our top notchers. Ayan, so may nakakuha ng perfect score, si Hailey. Ang galing naman. Congratulations. So Hailey, first place, and then we have also Angelica. Ayan, may mga nag-tie doon sa second place. So Angelica, Joshua, Jim, and then Althea. Ayan. Okay. Okay, so okay na. Kamusta yung session natin? How's the session for today?
Maganda po. Okay lang po.
Okay lang po. Sige.
Sana all.
So naka-record to actually itong session natin, ha. So ipopost ko to mamaya sa FB group natin. So maglo-loading pa to, mga 1 oras pa siguro to bago magpakita doon sa sa Google account ko. Ilalagay ko doon sa group natin. So ito yung mga schedule natin ng learning activities. So actually, meron tayong isang objective kanina na hindi pa na-meet. So that's actually the describe a good web page design. So paano namin mamimit yung objective namin ngayon, sir? So meron tayong asynchronous activity. Okay, so Makikita nyo dito sa June 15 to 18, meron nakalagay discussion forum /quiz, answer quiz number 2. So, yung quiz number 2 ninyo, pwede na kayo magsagot. Nandun yung link doon sa module ninyo na pinost ko. Nandun yung Google link. Pwede na kayong magsagot ng quiz ninyo starting today. Ayan. Pero ang deadline nun is sa 18. Ayan. So, I suggest ngayon na kayo magsagot para fresh. Ayan. So, kung gusto niyo naman ng onting review doon sa module, ayan. So, yun. Decision ninyo. Yun. Yung sinasabi ko kanina, yung binabanggit ko, meron tayong discussion forum. So, yung discussion forum, may ipopost akong question sa FB group natin. So, yung ipopost kong section, kailangan din yung sagutin yon doon mismo sa Facebook. Iko-comment din niyo doon yung sagot ninyo. So, tinawag siyang discussion forum kasi yung ibang estudyante pwede ring mag-reply doon sa mga sagot ninyo. So, I will be requiring you to at least reply to one comment of another student. Okay, so yun ang gagawin niyo sa discussion forum na ipopost ko mamaya sa FB group natin. So, you will post your answer on the comment section, and then the second step is to reply or react to another comment or answer of another student. So, I'll just remind you to please be kind. Ayan, so lahat tayo ngayon nahihirapan. So, maging kind lang tayo sa pagko-communicate ng ating mga reaction. Ayan, so maayos dapat yung mga ano natin doon na. Huwag tayo magsabi ng kung ano-anong words doon. No bad words, please. Okay. So, sa June 21 to 25, next week, ay submission ng performance task number 2 ninyo. So, sir, ano naman yung mga i-require mo dito sa performance task number 2 namin, sir? Ano yung mga gusto mong nakita? Di ba sabi mo, i-edit na lang namin yung website na nagawa na namin? Okay, so, andito ba si Hailey? Andito pa ba siya?
Yes, sir.
So, Hailey, pwede ko lang ipakita yung website mo? Gawin ko example?
Po, sir.
Okay, sige. So, ito yung website na ginawa ni Hailey. Pakita ko lang kasi pwede na to sa sa performance task number 2, i-edit niya na lang ng konti, tapos isasubmit niya na. Ayun, okay na siya. Tapos na siya. Ayun, sana all ba?
Sir, hindi
Sana
po
all.
nakikita.
Wait lang, naglo-loading siya. Ayun, siya, yan na. Ano nakikita ninyo? Nakikita na ninyo yung Genshin Impact? Okay, so ito yung website niya. So, ang una kong requirement sa website ninyo dun sa performance task number 2, so website ulit yung sasubmit ninyo, ayusin nyo lang yung website na ginawa ninyo yung una, and then yun na rin ang isubmit ninyo. Ayusin lang ninyo. Okay, so ang requirement number 1 is dapat may homepage siya. So, bakit dapat may homepage? Kasi doon sa homepage para nakasummarize yung content ng website ninyo. So, dapat may homepage siya. So, ito yung homepage niya. Pag click mo yan, ayan, lalabas. Genshin Impact Walkthrough. So, dito palang halatado na agad kung ano yung role ng website. So, bigyan ka ng guide about sa Genshin Impact. Ayan. Ayan, so meron siyang description ng Genshin Impact. Meron siyang gameplay. Ayan. Ayan, so ganyan siya. So, another requirement is that dapat meron siyang 4 na page. So, nung una, di ba, dapat 2 ka ako, 2 lang. So, ngayon, gawin nyo ng 4. So, meron siyang 4 na page. So, the first page is home, and then meron siyang download. And then, meron din siyang character guide, and then meron siyang mga artifact guide. Yun. Okay, so, isipin lang ninyo, meron yan. May magagawa kayong 4 pages, at least 4 pages. So, kung gusto nyo gumawa ng 5, okay, so pwede yun. Meron din, yung balikan natin yung example na na diniscuss ko dati, 'di ba? Doon sa performance task number 1, yung kay Gian, Paulo, yung sa Stranger Things. Doon sa Stranger Things niya may 2 lang na doon na pages doon. So meron siyang homepage, and then yung isang page niya nandun na lahat yung seasons. Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, tapos may mga trailer. So para ang pwede niyang gawin para maging 4 siya is ihiwa-hiwalay niya yung per season. Okay, so 1 page is home, another page is Season 1, another page na naman Season 2, another page Season 3. Ayan. So kung nandito si Gian, ayun, suggestion ko, pwede mo siyang gawing ganun para maging 4 na yung page mo. And then lagyan mo na lang siya ng laman. Dagdagan mo na lang siya. So yun lang naman yung requirement ko sa performance task number 2 ninyo. Any question sa performance task number 2?
Wala po.
Yung mga hindi nakapag-submit ng performance task number 1, meron ba dito? So actually, yung mga hindi nakapag-submit ng performance task number 1, kasi sinarado ko na yon, hindi na kayo pwede mag-submit doon. Yung mga nag-submit na doon is binigyan ko lang ng, dalawa lang yung score ko doon, either 19 or 20 points out of 20. So ang nag-concentrate lang kasi ako doon sa creation ng website. Pero ngayon, nagpo-focus na ako doon sa layout niya, sa design niya, sa ayos niya. Okay. Ayan. So paano sir makakabawi yung mga walang performance task number 1? So ano yung good news para sa kanila? So the good news is magkakaroon pa rin kayo ng score sa performance task number 1. Kukunin ko siya dito sa gagawin ninyong website dito sa performance task number 2. Ayan. So yun yung chance niyo. Ang gagawin na lang ninyo is itong performance task number 2, isubmit niyo, dito ko na rin kukunin yung score ninyo sa performance task number 1. So balikan ko lang yung schedule natin. Ayan, baka may mga question kayo. So pwede nyo na yung screenshot para tignan niyo kung may mga na-miss kayo dyan. Ayan, so may question pa ba? May question pa ba kayo about dyan sa mga activities natin? Saan makikita yung link? Sa module po, yung link ng quiz number 2 and then performance task number 2. Nasa module 2 po siya. Any questions? Any more questions? Wala na po tayong question.
Wala na po.
Okay, so kung wala nang question, so let's call it a day. So thank you very much for today's session, for your participation, for your active participation for today. So thank you very much. So you can now ano muna tayo? Mag-picture muna tayo saglit. Okay, so open niyo yung mga cam ninyo. Yan, evidence lang. Kasi kailangan daw namin mga ganito, evidence. File. Yan, so paki-open. Yan, so wait lang, marami pang hindi nag-open ng Pa-open na lang po ng cam. Yan, para naman may picture tayo. Yan, so okay na. Thank you sa mga nag-open ng cam natin. Pwede na po tayong mag-leave. So i-end ko na po itong call. Thank you very much again.
Bye, sir.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye po.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Goodbye.
Bye, sir.
Goodbye.
Bye po.